2025 physics practical. Now question number 3 is on electricity. Based on what we are given, this is the experimental setup that we are expecting. Alright, we are given a resistor, a standard resistor labeled X. We will conceal this resistor, okay, and label it X. Then we are given a voltmeter of range 0 to 2. We are also given an ammeter of the same range with the voltmeter. Then we are given an EMF. Okay, we are told to either provide 2 batteries of 1.5 volts each, or a 2 volt cell or a 2 volt accumulator. Then we are given a key and a resistor. And a resistance box. This is a resistance box. Alright? This is where we will be varying the value of the resistance. Okay, as we vary this resistance, we are going to notice that the current and the voltage will be what? Will be changing. Alright, so that is what we have today. Thank you very much for watching my channel. If you have not subscribed and you have been benefiting from the content I dish out, please ensure you smash the like button, subscribe, and also share this video to other students that are preparing for the same examination. Okay, and also share it with teachers as well, so that they can use it to teach their students. Thank you. Now let's go to the instructions. Or look at what we are given here. I've described here. You are provided with a voltmeter, an ammeter, a resistor, a resistance box, a key, a standard resistor, and a source of an EMF. What are we expected to do? These are the sets of instructions. Alright? First, connect the circuits as shown in the diagram above. Read and record the ammeter reading, I0, and the corresponding voltmeter reading, V0. Then 2. Set the resistance R equals what? 1. Read and record the ammeter reading and the voltmeter reading. Evaluate I inverse and V inverse. 3. Repeat the procedure for 6 other values of R equals 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 ohms respectively. 4. Read and record the values of I and V. In each case, evaluate I inverse and V inverse. 5. Tabulate your readings. 6. Plot a graph of V inverse on the vertical axis against I inverse on the horizontal axis. 7. Determine the slope S of the graph. 8. State 2 precautions taken to obtain accurate results. Then this is the theoretical part where we may be asked any theoretical questions. For instance, you may be told to state Ohm's law. And here, mention 2 conditions on which the resistance of a wire depends. Also, you may be given some calculations here. Is that taken? So this is the instructions. Alright? So without wasting much time, let's go to the main practicals. The experimental setup. Alright? This here in my hands is the resistance box. Okay, with different resistances. Is that taken? So if I want to set it to 1, I will take out this plug from 1. Okay, so it's reading 1 now. If I want to set it at 2, I will plug this one and take out the one for 2. Okay, if I take it out, there is reading 2 now. Okay, if I want it to be 3, I will take out this 2. So 1 plus 2 equals 3. Alright, if I want it to read 4, I will close the 1 and unplug 2 and 2. So 2 plus 2 is 4. If I want to read 5, I can take out the 3. 1 plus 2 plus 2 equals 5. Or I can plug this 3. Okay, I can plug this 3 and take out the single one for 5. So it will read 5. So this is how the resistant box operates. Here is our ammeter. Okay, it can the maximum voltage, the maximum current it can read is 2 ohms. Then here is the voltmeter. The maximum voltage it can read is 2 ohms. All right. Then here we have our standard resistor. We are going to cover it. Okay, during your examination, you will cover this and label it X. Then here is the source of EMF, the battery supplying the EMF. Then here is our key, plug key. So it's open now. In order not to run down the battery. Alright, if you want to close it, just close it. You can see here that the ammeter and the voltmeters are responding. If I want it to go back to 0, I will unplug it. So you can see what is happening. So let's begin. Connect the circuit as shown in the diagram above. We have done that. Then close the key. So let's close the key and read the ammeter and voltmeter reading. So I close the key. My ammeter reading, my voltmeter reading is 1.8. Is 1.8. While my ammeter reading is 0.7. 0.7. Okay, that is for ammeter reading and voltmeter reading. All right. Now set this resistance equals 1 ohm. So we set it to 1 ohm now and plug it again. Plug it again. If you plug it, my I is 1.2. Okay, 1.2. While my V is 0.5. Is 0.5. 0.5. Okay, that is what my I and V are. All right. Then we set it as 2 now. Unplug this and plug the one for 2. Okay, plug. So we have unplugged the 2. So it is 2 now. Then complete the circuit. Okay, if you complete the circuit, my V is 1. My V is 0.9. 0.9. While my I is 0.4. 0.4. So I record it. All right, I record it. So then the next phase is R equals 3. So I'm unplugging 1 and 2. So that gives us 3. That gives us 3. All right. So if I do that, I'll complete my circuit again. All right. If I complete my circuit, the I will be 0.8 now. I will be V will be 0.8. Right? While I will be 0.35. 0.35. Then I unplug to get 4. We're in 4 now. Unplug to get 4. That's 2 and 2 is 4. Right? Then I complete my circuit. If I complete the circuit, ensure there is firm contact. All right? Complete the circuit. My V as 3. Okay, as 4. My V is 0.75. 0.75. Don't forget that one line is 0.05. So that's 0.75. Then my I is 0.3. 0.3. Then let's do for 5. So unplug it now. That's 1 plus 1 plus 2. That's 5. All right. So complete it again. Okay. If you complete it, my V is 0.65. Why my I is 0.25. My V is 0.65, then my I is 0.25. Alright, so set for 6. So if you set for 6, that's 1 plus 5. Okay? 1 plus 5 is 6. So close the circuit again. Okay? My V for 6, my V is 0.55. 0.55. While my I is 0.20. Is 0.20. Okay? Is 0.20. Then we do the very last one, which is 7. Okay? Close the 1, open 5 and 2. 5 plus 2 is 7. So if you do that, you plug it, complete your circuit. Okay? Complete your circuit. If you complete your circuit, my V is 0.5, my V is 0.5, while my I is 0.15. So this is how we have gotten our readings. So the readings are okay. Someone is already working on it. Let's see how we can. Because we are told to find V inverse and I inverse. All right. So are you true now? Okay. Working on it, has finished working on it. This is what we got. Okay. This is what we got. You can see what we got as our value. All right. So you can plot the graph for this data. Okay. This is exactly what we got from the experiment. So on that day, please do not relent. Okay, it's not difficult. Here you are to plot the graph of V inverse against I inverse. V inverse is on the vertical axis and I inverse is on the horizontal axis. Is that taken? Then precautions. What are the precautions taken to ensure accurate results? Now, the precautions taken are: 1. We ensure tight connection. I ensure tight connection, okay, at each terminal to make sure that that there's no current or voltage fluctuations. 2. I ensure that I unplug the key after each reading to avoid the battery, to prevent the battery from running down. Then I also ensure that I avoided error due to parallax. Okay, error due to parallax when taking my voltmeter readings and my ammeter readings. Then another precaution is that I ensure that the wires are short. You can see that we use short wires, okay, to reduce the loss of energy, okay, or the loss of current or energy, okay. So these are some of the precautions that you take. You will be told to take give any of these 2 precautions. Thank you for watching the video. I'm so happy that you watched the video, and I'm trusting that you are going to do well. I wish you success on that fateful day.